Hey everyone, it's Marlene of Life with Marlene, and welcome to this week's Gems Spotlight. I have pinned in the comment section there the link to Boss Life Online's channel. So if she is new to you, go ahead and check out her channel, connect with her channel, watch a video, thumbs it up. You know how we do it. So let me remove this banner. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another week. Welcome to another shout out for the subscriber because I just love to show my support to my gems because I treasure each and every one of my subscribers so much. So this week's gem spotlight is Boss Life Online. I'm going to invite her up and I'm going to let you guys find out about my gems spotlight. So let's welcome Boss Life Online.
Hey, everybody.
Hey,
Hey, Marlene.
hey, welcome.
Thank you so much for letting me come on here and tell everybody whatever it is that you asked me. Okay.
Yes. So, you and I have been connected and friends and everything since when? 2018 or 19?
It's 19. Yeah.
2019, right?
Hmm.
So I met Boss Life Online somewhere on these YouTube streets, and then we just started talking to each other, and then we just became really good friends. So I want you guys to know about my really good friend, Boss Life Online. So I want you to talk about your channel, Boss Life Online.
Okay. I am Geo, Boss Life Online. I have a number of channels. But before I talk about that, I want to talk about how I came to YouTube. I had always, was looking at other people's stuff on YouTube. I had my own business on, and still have my own business on the internet. I have a partner that works with me. With my businesses. So what we needed was someone to explain and do some training videos, I should say, about how to use our sites. So that's how I came to YouTube. I got a channel. I just named it Geo Monroe, and I started uploading training videos unlisted for the people that joined our site. Okay, and so that's how I got familiar with YouTube. All right, and from there, since I was uploading and people was leaving comments and all of that, I decided that, well, let me see what else is on YouTube. So I started going to the family channels like Gay Babe TV, which I love. When Jamie and Nikki, when they were together, I still do visit their sites. And those were the only two that I really, really liked. And today I've added the Delavos. Okay. But that's how I came to YouTube. So I was on one of these people's site and they started talking about you can make money from YouTube. I went, what? Huh? You know, your girl, I like the coins, okay? And I am worthy of making all the money I can because that's why it's down here, okay? So uh, I said, well, they said to go to this channel, and that channel. So I started traveling around YouTube and trying to learn how to make money. And finally, somebody said something about the community guidelines. And so I went back there and I started reading. So I said, oh, wait a minute. I need to change my channel name to the Boss Life Online. And that is how I got the name Boss Life Online.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
So
go ahead, continue.
so after that, I started to just upload stuff about my business. I really didn't know what I was doing, y'all. Okay. I
Mhm.
would just start uploading videos about my business and things like that. I found out that I could go live, and I had already been doing webinars and stuff like that. So I wasn't that afraid to do it, but I was nervous because this was a different platform for me.
Mhm.
But I went ahead and I started just going live, live, live. And I met a lot of people. I met Marlene, uh, you know, And the first time I asked Marlene, yeah, I'm just gonna tell y'all this, okay?
Oh boy.
She was asking me some questions, and I'm like, girl, you need to call me because the questions that she was asking would have taken some time, and I'm so used to in my affiliate business. My other business, I'm so
Mhm.
used to just calling people up, talking to them, finding out about them and stuff like that. So I told Marlene to call me.
And I'll tell y'all what I said. I said, I don't know this lady. She may be crazy.
So that's what I wrote her. And I guess she finally needed some answers. And she called me, and ever since then, we just been friends.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm glad that you called me. But anyway, on Boss Life Online today, what I have done, I'm steady trying to search for the right thing for Geo.
Hmm.
The right thing for that channel, the right thing for my subscribers. And I think I kind of finally found it when I started doing morning meditation in the morning time. Okay.
Hmm.
People seem to like it. Another thing that I found on Boss Life Online is when I take my members, channel members, and I interview them. People like that too.
Hmm.
Okay. And so that brings me to my other channel, Friends with Super Channels.
Hmm.
I decided that I needed to think of something for my members. So I started that channel where I actually really have my members come on and talk about their channels. Okay, there is so many other things I'm going to do with that channel, but you have to move in silence sometimes
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Don't give it all away.
And my next channel is Geo's Vlogs, and that is where I just vlog my life with my sister, my family. So if you
Hmm.
guys want to know what I do all the time and this, I do what y'all do. I go grocery shopping, this, that. Okay.
Hmm.
And then I have Team Build with Geo. Team Build with Geo is where I build teams over there. One of the teams is the playlist team, is where you can get your playlist played and get proof that it was played. Okay, because we don't play that. Oh, I'm gonna play you, and then while you playing them, they over there at the club dancing somewhere. Okay, we don't
Gio,
do that.
Gio, tell them how that they can connect with your with Team Build with Gio if they're
Well,
interested in joining the team.
yeah, if you're interested in joining team, it is a all members channel because people that join Team Build with Geo are really, really interested in building their channel. They're interested in getting monetized. So you have to become a channel member first. Okay, that's $1.99. Invest in yourself. And then after you become a channel member, you contact me on Instagram, Team Build with Geo, the same name as the channel name is in Instagram. And let me know that you signed up that you are a channel member and that you want to get the instructions on how to set up your playlist and join the team.
Oh, okay, okay. That sounds very exciting. So, how long have you had this channel, Team Build with Geo?
3 years.
3 years. Okay, and out of the 3 years is 2 years that you have made it member only.
Right. The first year I had it free because that's how you start off anything. Okay. And then you have to go back and you have to take another look at it to see how you can improve it. What's wrong? What other people telling you? What other people complaining about? Blah, 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 blah. So what I decided to do, along with Marlene's help, and I introduced it to everybody that was there that day, we going to member. Okay,
Mhm.
because I know that if you're spending your money, you're going to do what it takes to do it right. So that's one of the reasons that we went member over there, because everybody was not doing it right.
Mhm.
They want something for free. You,
Exactly.
you can't get something for free in
You
this.
know, they want it free, and then they want to do what they want to.
Right. Because there are rules that you have to follow in any team. Everybody have to be on the same page to win on a team.
Mhm.
And that's why I love teams, because we win together,
Yes, you
right?
do. So that's not it, y'all. This busy lady, she not only has Boss Life Online, she has Friends with Super Channel, she has Team Bill with Geo, and you got more. Tell us some more. You have other channel as well.
Well, I have other channels like sitting there waiting for me to give them a name and
Mhm.
to get those channels monetized, because when I wrote my business plan for YouTube, I put down I want 10 monetized channels. The reason being is because I could, when I found out that they take all your channels and they pay you all at one time, you can only have one AdSense account. I said,
Mhm.
shoot, I'm getting me 10. That way, and I knew that back in 2019.
Yeah.
That way I can get that $100 threshold, baby.
Right.
You know, right now I make it all the time because I have what, three monetized channels.
Mhm.
Okay. And I'm finna get friends with super channels monetized probably
Right.
at the end of September. So that'll be four. Okay. And then
Mhm.
I'm working on three more, which I'm not saying what they are because I have not really decided what name I'm going to give them. But
Yes.
just think about it, guys. YouTube is free.
It's
Okay.
free.
And they give you lots of ways to make money. Okay.
Mhm.
So I decided to take advantage of it. And because I'm an internet marketer and I'm a
Mhm.
businesswoman myself, I already know. Look, Gio, you want,
Well, you know what I did when you, because I had wrote down six on mine, and then when you told me 10, I was like, "Hmm, that's not much more of a stretch." I said, let me change. I changed mine to 10. I said six on mine, but now I was like, okay, we'll go with 10.
right, because if you got 10 channels and your channels all, you got three or four of them that pop, and then the rest of them is like, maybe a seven, and you got one that's a seven from on the scale of 1 to 10. You got one that's a seven, because I'm not even going below that. Okay.
Mhm.
A seven, eight, and nine, and 10. You're going to be making some good money at
At a
YouTube,
certain point.
and you have to think about it. You have to do things that are simple, that people like, that's not going to be stressing you out to
Mhm.
keep these channels going. Okay. Now I'm finding it like I got three monetized channels. I'm finna have four.
Mhm.
And I found I did it. I've already done the work for you. Just do stuff simple. Okay. Because you just can't go, and like my main channel is Boss Life Online. My other channel is Geo's Vlogs. Okay, Geo's Vlogs is easy because it's just video in my life. You know,
Mhm.
Boss Life Online, I really had to think about it. And then Team Build with Geo is easy because it's a team thing. And all I got to do is go live on it. So when you're thinking about three or four channels, you have to think about what content you're going to have on it. And I don't want to be stressed out. That's how I
Right.
think. So,
Right. And tell everybody, both of us were kind of in the same line at the same time, ready to niche down our channels. What made you decide? Because I know before, like myself, all of our content used to be on one channel. What made you make the decision to want to make the separate channels and put just one thing on each channel?
when we started Information Girls,
Mhm.
and we really read the community guidelines,
Yes.
and we found out that we don't want to confuse our audience.
Mhm.
Okay, like I had on Boss Life Online everything under the sun.
Mhm.
Okay, interviews, beach stuff, where you relaxing. I had
Mhm.
what else I had on there? Oh, Geo's vlogs on there. I
Yeah.
had my home business on there. That's just too much. People don't know what your channel is really about.
Mhm.
So once we read that, and I said, Marlene, I think we need to niche down our channels and move some of the stuff to other different
Hmm.
channels, which we did. I moved my vlogs to Geo's vlogs.
Hmm.
Of course, Boss Life Online took a hit, you
Yep.
know, as far as traffic to it because I moved it. But I wasn't worried about that because I had Team Bill with Geo who was playing my playlist, who was bringing me traffic. So Team Bill with Geo is the perfect place to be because we steady play the playlist. Boom, 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 boom.
Yep.
And so once I moved those vlogs over, and then Team Bill was steady playing my playlist, the watch time caught right back up.
Right. Hmm.
Okay. So, and then after that, I think I have another channel called Calming Presence, and I moved all that stuff over there. Okay. See, I had already been doing this stuff, so it wasn't like I had to think of something to do.
Right.
But we niche down because we don't want to confuse our audience.
Right. And what have you seen has been the benefits since you have niched down your channels?
I have seen more subscribers come to my channel. I have seen actually a lot more members have joined my channels, you know, and a lot more traffic because now the algorithm knows what my channel is really about. It don't have in the keywords all these different things.
Hmm.
In Geo's blogs, it's just got blog stuff. My keywords is all about blogs. Over at Boss Life Online, it's all about meditation and information.
Right.
Okay, so that is the difference, and that is and before I was like I wasn't moving. I
Hmm.
wasn't moving in subscribers. I'm like, what is wrong? But it wasn't until we started Information Girl. And
Hmm.
that's another one of our channels, Information Girl. What happened show is over there. Okay. Marlene and I we own that channel together. The What Happened show is a good one to come on and talk about what had happened to your channel and how did you fix it, or did you lose your channel or whatever. That topic and the name of that show came from Marlene, and I thought it was good, so we put it on the channel.
Yeah.
And that channel is doing pretty good as well too. So
Yep.
I know I've been talking a lot, so go ahead, Marlene.
No, I want you to talk. That's what we need. We need to hear more because you're the boss. We need to take in this information and learn, because a lot of things here on YouTube, like we say on Information Girls, and no rumors, just the facts. People just say things just to be talking, but they don't know what they're talking about. So
Now,
that's why I think Information Girls is so great.
yes, there are information girls. What we do, me and Marlene do, we go in the community guidelines and we actually read them to you. Okay, so that you know that we know what we talking about. Okay, there are a lot of people that somebody will say something, and instead of them going and reading the community guidelines, it starts rumors, and then everybody is all upset and this and that and that. And me and Marlene was talking. I said, why don't we just start a channel and just read the community guidelines? Then that way people will know, what the real deal is. So if you have not visited that channel, go over there and visit that channel, because we're getting ready to get it monetized through Team Bill with Geo in a couple of months.
Right, right. So, what has been your biggest challenge, like, as being a content creator? What's been the biggest challenge, the hardest thing for you, as a YouTuber?
Content for me.
Content.
Okay. Thinking of new content, because you could do things, you could put your own twist on it or what have you, but it's just content. I constantly think about what am I going to put on Boss Life Online. I'm still trying to figure that out, and it's okay to figure stuff out. It's okay to say, okay, this not working, let me go back to the drawing board. It's
Mm-hmm.
okay. you know it don't do something that's not working.
Mm-hmm.
If you know it's not working and people ain't coming to look or what have you and this and that, start over and think about it. Go to the
Mhm.
trending topics and see what's happening over there. You know, so uh, for me, it's content for me. It's about the hardest thing. You know, but when I
Right.
think about the coins, I come up with something.
Yeah. When it's about coins, right? Okay. So tell us, okay, since you of course you're a monetized channel, how long have you been monetized on Boss Life Online?
Since 2019, I came in 2019. I got 1,003 months, and then the next 4 months I got monetized.
Wow.
hmm
And what was the hardest thing about becoming monetized?
the hours, the 4,000 hours, and people would say they play my playlist and they ain't play a darn thing. No, that's how Team Bill got built. Really, when I
Mhm.
went through that, you know. But I had some loyal people that every time I opened up or went live, I should say, on YouTube, these people were there. Okay. My friends, from 2019, every single time Marlene was there, Afro Black was there, Beverly Black was there. I mean, I can just, most of the people that's in Team Bill was there. So I had a good little following, and I'm like, how did I get this? But then too, I am the boss. Like, oh my, okay.
Yes.
And I can kind of, I speak my mind, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And uh and another thing that I did on Boss Life Online that I really liked is that I just shared who I was.
Hmm.
I shared about the death of my mom and how it affected me and how I had to go to therapy. Child, I didn't care. I'm too old to be thinking about something like who gonna say this and say that. Child, I am free of that. And the more I talk about it, the freer I get. Okay, so I found that just letting people know who I am and this and that, people would come to my site all the time. So the the, the thing that I found that was really quick in
Hmm.
getting monetized was going live.
Yeah. And was the what was your thing? Is it harder for you to do live streams or is it harder for you to do uploaded content?
I like it's easier to do live streams for me. I'm just going on be real with it.
Okay.
Okay? Because, I'm me when I do a live stream. I'm ready to talk about. If I got a topic, I'm gonna always tie it into how I made it through. You
Right.
know, and I think I'm more people like it more when I go live, I believe. So I think I'm gonna go back to that on Boss Life Online, even though we talked about premieres and all of this and all of that. But that's not my lane. That's your lane. You understand what I'm saying? You
Hmm.
can do you Marlene has a way of delivering a message that through no matter if she live or if she's doing a premiere, that's not my lane. My lane is what I'm doing right now. So that's another thing. You have to know what your lane is.
You do.
Talk about it, Marlene.
Yeah, you have to know yourself. See, and I feel like since I came onto YouTube, I can see my growth. Those who have been with my channels from the beginning, they saw how I started off with like a little squirrel. And then
I'm like, girl,
I,
what's wrong with you?
that's how I used to talk. And then she said one day she called me, she said, "Girl, if you don't speak up." And I was like, "Okay, I'll try." Because I don't know, it's something like I feel like YouTube just enhances more of what you are. So like especially dealing with people in the chat and rude people, and it's just like a regular job. You have to deal with customer service, you have to deal with people who are rude, you have to deal with all kinds of other things. So I can see the personal growth with people who I have been following since being on YouTube. And the same thing with you. I can remember when you started. I remember when we first started to really learn how to edit videos. So you grow, you mature, you find out who's your real people, and the rest people who drop off, who are just people who are just in the bushes or trying to take from you. Don't worry about those people. But I think that that's the most important thing, is finding your circle of
Right.
people. And then once you get to your circle of people, I'm not saying you can't have other people that you associate with, but you have these key people, and then that those people have your back, and you bounce off ideas, and you don't have to worry. See, the thing why I'm so close to you, Gio, is I can tell you something, but I don't have to hear it out on YouTube streets.
Right.
A lot of people don't know how to keep things like, have that kind of professional courtesy. Okay, you tell me something, I'm not going to go and tell everybody your business. Be a real woman or be a real man. That's very lacking here on YouTube. It's a lot of immaturity. I'm not trying to throw any shade, but that's just what it is. People are very cutthroat, and it's very refreshing to find some people who are mature and that got your back. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what
Yeah.
I will say about you. Mature and I have your back. And that's what I found in Boss Life Online. So I wanted to introduce you to her if you don't know about her channel.
Right. Also, one other thing I want to mention, that when for me, okay, guys, I wasn't always this business lady or had this business mind or entrepreneurship. I kind of fell into it,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and I fell into it after I had been in therapy for a while, okay? And I got some of this grief off my soul. I got free. And then I came back to that little girl that always looked in the magazines when I was 7 years old. I always looked in the magazines. I always wanted to go to all of these places and stuff like that. And I decided, and my dad, he worked for himself. See,
Mm-hmm.
that's the key. He worked for himself. He taught the boys how to work for themselves, but he said the girls should get husbands and stay home and have babies. I was like, Daddy, you out your mind. Ain't nobody finna do that. Okay, I want to do what the boys doing. I want my own. So once I got through
Mm-hmm.
all of that and came back to myself and invited God back in my life, I decided to go for it. Okay. So you gotta have a plan. Okay. Even if you have one YouTube channel, two, five, six, 20, you have to write out a business plan of what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, and make your goals realistic. Okay. I
Mm-hmm.
said I wanted 10 channels. I ain't finna get no 10 channels in no 3 years. Okay.
No.
The reason why I have 3 channels monetized is because of Team Bill, with GO, because I
Yeah.
planned it. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I wrote it out, and I remember calling Marlene. I said, Marlene, I'm thinking about starting a new channel, Team Bill with GO. I said, what do you think? I don't know if people will join. I said, it's gonna be about playing playlists, because see, girl, we need some traffic to our
Mm-hmm.
channels. And on YouTube, people don't hardly come to your channel because you new. I say, but if
Mm-hmm.
we had a team
I would
that was
play it.
in our playlist,
Mm-hmm.
check it out. We could get monetized. We could have that traffic. They can read the ads. We can get paid. She said,
Mm-hmm.
girl, start that channel.
Yeah. I said I'm the first one. And you
So
did, and you did, because I
yeah,
know you were nervous, but I feel like that's why it's important to have the right people on your team, because sometimes when you hesitate, the same thing with me, when I hesitate, you'd be like, girl, just go and do it. I got your back. So I think that that helps.
right. And so I planned. You see what I'm saying? Boss Life Online was like, something like I just jumped in and did it. But then after I did Boss Life Online, that's when I sit down and I started my business plan. Because remember, I kept telling you about I'm writing my business plan. I'm
Yep.
gonna have 10 monetized channels and I'm gonna do it in 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So, but I had no idea that Team Bill with Geo would be this successful and can help and helped me got the 3 channels that I have now.
Mm-hmm.
And see, let's see, everything started in 2019. So I am looking forward to getting the rest of my channels monetized right through Team Bill with Geo.
Right, right. So what is something that you think is something to encourage somebody? Because I know I'm being real as a YouTuber. So many times I wanted to just delete my channel.
Sure did.
Frustration. And I call you and I'd be like, girl, I'm done. I'm throwing in the towel today. I've had it. These people getting on my nerves and nobody watching my content. Nobody even cares anyways. That's how you feel sometimes as a content creator when you don't get the views that you want. You don't get, like you're comparing your channel to somebody else who's doing something similar, but you can't do that. So, what's some encouragement that you could give to other content creators that go through something similar?
You never quit, because if you quit, you never get what you want. Okay,
Mhm.
you have to go back to the drawing board, and don't be looking at what ain't happening. Don't be looking at ain't nobody coming to my channel. You got to look at self. What are you doing? What part are you playing that ain't nobody coming to your channel? Are you reaching out?
Mhm.
Are you asking for help? Or are you reading? Are
Mhm.
you reading your community guidelines? Because back there, they tell you everything that you need to know to get your channel going. You have to
Mhm.
try things. If what you're doing is not working, you have to try things. I'm still doing that on Boss Life Online. That was my first channel. I didn't figure it out Team Bill with Geo. I didn't figure it out Geo's vlogs.
Mhm.
Now I'm back to Boss Life Online. Friends with Super Channel is doing great on its own.
Mhm.
So I'm back over here at Boss Life Online, which I started 2019. I'm not finna throw in no towel,
Mhm.
because one day, I'm telling y'all, it's gonna hit big, all my channels. Okay, if I would give up, I wouldn't get a dime.
Yeah,
Okay, and nothing would get paid. My rent, my light bill. Y'all know where I'm coming from. These
I know
bills
what you talk about, that light bill. Mm.
in the morning, and down. I mean, every day, every month in the mailbox, and down here in Texas, you need some air.
Mhm.
So I can't give up. I don't want to give up. So I'm back to the drawing board. And I suggest that if something is not working, if you have someone in your life that's got your back and that's not going to say yes to everything that you say, and give you good advice, and it's really your friend, call these people up and ask them, what don't you like about my channel? Or what do you think I should do? Or what do you think I'm good at?
Mhm.
Sometimes we don't know our own talent,
Mhm.
and sometimes somebody else might see something really good in us and say, girl, you should do this because this is your lane. And the way I found out about lanes was from Marlene. Marlene would say all the time, oh, girl, that's your lane. I'm like, what
Yeah, I know my lane, and I'm like, I'm not stepping in those shoes.
I'm like, what is she talking about? My lane. And I said, Marlene, what did she tell? She said, because you do this, and good. That's your lane. I
Mhm.
can't do that. I can do it, but not like you, because that's your gift. Find out what your gift is.
Yeah,
Marlene's gift is she is good. She can come up with a topic. She don't even need to go on the internet and
no
find something to
notes.
go with it like I do. Because that ain't my
But I can't do what you do. I can't build teams. That's not my, that's not my lane. See, and the whole thing is that when you know yourself, it's not putting yourself down or comparing yourself to another person. You have to elevate yourself and say, this is what I'm good at, and be proud of that.
right. And then put it into a video.
Yep.
Figure out how to put it into a video. If you have a hobby and you're good at it and you're telling yourself, ain't nobody gonna probably look at this. You don't know. It's 100,000. It's 100,000. I mean, millions and billions of people on YouTube that may like exactly what you do.
Mhm.
Put that hobby in a video. Be you.
Mhm.
You know, be
And
you.
and another thing, Geo, too, when I niched down my channel, I found out I was like, you find out what people really like because when you stop doing stuff, people get mad.
Right.
Like it's like, I thought I could get away with stop being live, but when you going live,
Child.
yeah,
I'm
I got a
going back.
few. Hmm,
I'm
yeah,
going
so
back to being
you're
live
going
on
back.
Boss Life Online because that is what got me monetized. That is what people was coming to my channel for because you know I'm Geo. I'm loud. Okay, I'm truthful. I will tell
Mhm.
you when I'm hurting. I cry on my lives. I'm just who I am. And when you meet me in person, tell them, Marlene, I'm the same
Same.
Geo
She's the same one.
that you see on this channel because I don't
Mhm.
have to be nobody else like I used to be, trying to be like somebody else. Man, that wasn't working. It just got me more into depression. Okay, I love me today. That's why I wrote that song that for Marlene and Tracy Lee and I when we do our therapy session. I made it.
Mhm.
I sit on that couch. I went through. I talked about. I let go. I forgave, and I made it.
Mhm.
Okay, I made it to this point that you guys see this Geo today because I wasn't always this talkative. Okay,
Mhm.
I wasn't always, a go getter like I am today. This came from letting go of stuff that was holding me back.
Yep,
Okay,
you're
and I just thank God for it, Marlene. I made it. So did you.
yes, and I think a lot of times that people when they see you, when you start to have that level of success, they want to emulate you and think that they can just do what you do. But people don't know what all the background. People don't know all the tears you cried, your business plan, the vision that was given to you by God. People don't know all the work, you learning about yourself, building up your self-esteem, knowing your worth, doing what it is that is your thing, the thing that
Right,
gives you light and energy. If you keep doing what is for you, you never get tired, you know.
right. And you just have to just know who you are and just be yourself. you
Mhm.
know Fine. And then but on YouTube when you do videos,
Mhm.
you have to kind of amp it up a bit. You can't like, hi, this Geo's vlogs, and today I'm gonna make some breakfast. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. Uh, oh yeah, this my sister Inette. You gotta come on with it, because I had to practice.
I
Because
think you're doing great.
people not gonna look at that. I'm gonna tell y'all now. Okay, I had to really amp it up and look. What I did was I went to other family channels and I looked at how they do things and that, and I took my cue from them. Today, I don't
Mhm.
have to worry about what I'm gonna say and this and that. I just be Geo, but I put a little amp to it. Hey, everybody, this is Geo, and welcome to Geo's vlog. Today, me and my sister Inette, we're going to our favorite shopping center, and that is Walmart. And then my sister come in, hey everybody, you, you gotta amp it up a bit, So when you're doing a video, even if you're doing your hobby, amp it up a bit.
Right. Yeah. So I wanted to ask you, okay, how long did it take for you to, because I know it's not something that just happens overnight. How long did it take you? Because you've told me, but those who don't know you, how long did it take you for you to be like, I'm gonna be a boss? How long did it take you for you to get from that I want to be a boss to actually doing it?
When I got done with therapy, 5 years of it,
Mm-hmm.
because that's how messed up I was. Okay, um, I just when I got done, and my therapist told me that's it. She don't think that she could help me no more. That I could do my life, and all the last year that I came to sit with her and
Mm-hmm.
talk about my life. She said, "Well, you are already making good decisions. You know how to do it. I'm not going to take your money anymore." I went, "Ooh, I got to really go live my life. I'm not going to have her to check in with, right?"
Yeah.
So I just decided I'm gonna. She asked me. She said, "What do you want to do?" I say, "I think I'm gonna take a cue from my little girl that lives inside of me, and have my
Mm-hmm.
own business." Okay, I made a decision that I wanted to work for myself. I made a decision that I was going to meet people that had their own, and that had what I wanted and could take me there. And I prayed about it, and God started putting people in my life like that. They probably was always around me, but I wasn't in that mindset at that time. I had to get
Mm-hmm.
free and learn how to forgive folks. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
then I met uh, one of my mentors, and she told me about the business plan. So how I did was, she said, "Don't quit your job because you got a good job. They pay you well. Don't quit." She said,
Mm-hmm.
"You gradually quit. Every year you're going to quit, but you're going to stay there until you quit. Okay?" She
Mm-hmm.
said, "You need about $10,000 in the bank. You have a kid. You need to wait till your kid graduate high school," which I did. Okay, she was almost to graduate, so I didn't have that long. I had about maybe 5 years. So it took me, because I had a kid, had to pay all my rent and stuff. It took me that amount of time to save up that kind of money, but I did it because
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to get out. And in between all of that, while I'm saving, I met my business partner, Timothy L. Dropman, Sr.,
Okay.
okay, who helped me start my own business on the internet. Okay. But before that, I had a business on the internet with another girl I had met. Okay. So that contributed to the money that I was saving. And then I met Tim. Okay. And
Yeah.
then Tim made me his business partner.
So it was a gradual thing. It wasn't something to be like, oh, I'm gonna be a boss, and then you just did do it.
No, it took tears,
Mm-hmm.
prayers, it took sweat, it took me sticking to my guns, it took me not spending money going out, to the to restaurants like I used to do with my kid. We used to go to restaurant after restaurant after restaurant because I made pretty good money. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to stop all of that. It took consistency, and
So work.
my dream was bigger than the restaurants.
Yeah.
Okay, because my dream was to stay home and get up when I wanted to, cook when I wanted to, go to Las Vegas, stay 2 weeks if I wanted to, whatever it was, travel. But I had to stick to my guns and save that kind of money because I needed to have that kind of money in the bank in case something happened, like I couldn't pay the rent, I couldn't pay
Mm-hmm.
my car note. I had to pay insurance, for my kid and myself. I had
Mm-hmm.
to think about all of that. But God put people in my life that guided me through. It took about a good 6 years
Yeah.
for me to become Boss
Mhm.
Life Online,
Mhm.
you know.
So I got a question. So for you, the what was the most difficult thing about becoming, the business woman that you are today? What was the hardest part? Because I know a lot of people, when it gets tough, they say they want to be a business person, but
Right.
then when it gets tough, what causes you to keep on enduring, um, even though it's hard and rough and frustrating when you're a business owner, you don't have a fallback like you do when you're a 9 to 5 person.
Right. Uh, the hardest part, I don't even know if it was a hard part for me because I had made up my mind. The hard part for me, I guess, would be the saving that money because I had already had a little of a lifestyle that I liked. You
Mhm.
know, I like to dress, I like to take my daughter out, we like to travel. So I had to stop all of that,
Mhm.
okay? And think about my dream and think about the end. You know, what am I trying to get to? My dream had was bigger than going traveling and eating. Okay?
Mhm. Right.
So the hard part was sticking to the business plan.
Wow.
Okay? You have to be persistent and consistent. If I said I was going to say $300 a week, that's what I needed to do.
Mhm.
I couldn't say no. I don't want to say 299. I don't want to say 200. I don't want to say 250. I gotta say 300 a week. That's
Mhm.
what I did. Okay,
Right.
and I did it consistently until I got to that 10K. Baby, when I got to that 10K, I said bye. I'm gone. You know. Plus, my businesses were doing well on the internet. And oh, the hard part, the really, really hard part
Mhm.
was going to work every day and then coming home and working my business.
I That's what I was waiting for. That's what I was waiting for. That's what I was waiting for.
That was the
How
hard
did you do that? Because after you work all day.
because my dream was bigger than staying on that job looking at them crazy
Mhm.
people, and you don't never know when they gonna call you in the office because the color of your skin and and tell you something that you don't even know about, that
Mhm.
somebody said you done and you ain't even did a thing.
Mhm.
That's what made me work on my business
Yeah.
every single day. And on Saturdays and Sundays when I was off, that's all I did.
Wow.
Okay. So I just got tired of corporate. I don't know how many people work in corporate, but back when I worked in corporate, it was a mess. I
Mhm.
Not every day was bad, but when
Yeah.
it was bad, it was bad.
Bad. Mhm.
Okay, and I didn't want that. I didn't want to live my life like that. I didn't want to come home pissed off, trying to figure out how I could wring somebody's neck and not go to jail.
That part.
You know, that made me work harder when
Mhm.
I got out for work. It was like I would go to work just to save my $300 and pay the rent. But when I got home, I had that second win. But another thing, Marlene, I prayed my way through. You know,
Mhm.
I remember I got a lot of tools from therapy. You know,
Mhm.
I got a lot of tools how to stay consistent, how to be persistent. And the thing that I learned is my dream got to be bigger than whatever the problem is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was because look at me now. You
Yeah.
know, I do what I want to do. You
Mhm.
know, I know how to make a business plan. I know how to stick to it. I know how to stick to stuff. I don't. You can tell these people when you give me an idea. What do I do?
Listen, y'all. When I tell Gio, okay, so a lot of times Gio and I will talk about something, and then I'll say, okay, this is what we're gonna do, and I drag my feet, and she said, okay, my video will be up tomorrow, and I'm like, hold on, what? I was like, oh, we're doing that for real, for real. Okay, okay, let me get on it. But I understand Geo. I understand Geo's drive, but it's hard for me to stick to things because I'm still on the grind. I'm transitioning. I'm where Geo was. I have my business plan like Geo talked about. I'm transitioning from falling off from corporate America. So it's hard. I'm where she is, where I have to come home and start my second wind.
Yeah,
So
your dream got to be bigger than that job.
mhm,
You know, and then
yeah,
if I don't know, whatever you believe in spiritually, Because a lot of people are not, don't believe in what I believe in. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe in the Holy Spirit. That's my belief. I'm not trying to put that on you. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? I'm just saying that even, even I had to pray, okay? To ask God, to ask the Holy Spirit, to ask Jesus Christ to keep my dream alive, to help me keep it alive so that I could make it, so that I could become my own boss.
Yep.
That's you have to have your dream, which is bigger than the problem, and then you got to have something on top of the dream that's bigger than everything.
Mhm.
Okay, I learned a lot of this stuff from therapy. Okay,
Yep.
how to run my life healthier,
Yes.
and what I and the things that I have to do to make it work. So all I can
Yes.
say, guys, is that when I wrote on the prayers, I'm just gonna say this, Marlene, because I gotta say it.
Yep.
My mama, my daddy, of the sisters in the church,
Mhm.
my pastor, his wife, they all prayed for every child in that church. And I believe that God heard them and he knew that I was going to fall apart. And he held me together, broke me down at work because I couldn't stop crying, and then sent me to a therapist. And here I am
Mhm.
today to tell y'all can do this thing. I mean, this is Geo has not been the same Geo that you see today. I was a broke down girl,
Mhm.
okay, behind the death of my mama,
Yep.
okay. I used couldn't even talk about it without
Mhm.
falling apart. Today, look, I'm standing here and I can tell you guys that I got through it. I never gonna forget her, and I'm never gonna, forget what happened. But I learned to live with it, and I don't let it control me. I am
Mhm.
free today to do whatever I choose to do, and so are you. You can make it happen. All you got to do is just believe, get a dream bigger than whatever it is you don't want to do, and go
Mhm.
do it, and then put a higher power on the top of that.
Right.
And you walk your path. You do your thing.
Mhm.
That's how I live my life.
Yep. You have to what is his name? Les Brown always say your why has to be big enough. And sometimes our why is too small.
Right.
We box ourselves into a corner and think, well, my mama has always done it, my cousin, this person, that person, and I may be the only person to be able to do it. Then be the first person. Don't be afraid. And another thing is, don't tell people what you're doing. Move in silence, because that's what's
Yeah.
been helping me. Don't tell everybody what you're doing. Just make your moves. And when they see your progress, then they'll find out. You ain't got to tell nobody nothing. And you don't
Right.
need nobody else's approval. It don't matter if nobody else likes it. That's your vision. That's your potential and your worth. And you have to walk in it.
Right.
Hmm.
So I don't tell nobody nothing other than Marlene. Sometimes I don't even tell Marlene nothing.
No.
I just go do it, and she would tell me, "When you do that?" Because I feel like you have to take a risk on something.
Hmm.
Okay, you just can't be scared. That was me, scary cat.
Hmm.
Back in the day, I ain't like that no more. I will say, okay, this is what I want to do, and I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna give it 6 months. If it don't work, then it don't work. I need to go back to the drawing board.
Hmm. Yep. And you,
Okay,
and you and you have and you have to. The whole thing is that you can't be afraid to fail. I
right.
think that was always my thing. I was always, oh, what are people going to think? And what about this? And I'll be wasting my time and wasting my money. But if you don't make a step forward, how are you going to know what will be successful?
That's what I tell you all the time, Donna.
You do. You tell me that all the time. And you got to keep telling me a million times, because I'm human. Like life beats us up sometimes. And you just need somebody to say, it'll be okay. Just keep going. Just keep trying.
Yeah.
All of us need that.
If I think of an idea on my channel, I just do it and then I see what happens. And I say, okay, let me
Mhm.
try something new. And then, I'm gonna keep going until till my channel's pop.
Yeah.
It's YouTube. Listen, guys, it's not an easy place. You can come and you can just put anything up and people gonna come. Now, it takes work. It's
Mhm.
not easy. It takes work. You have to figure out what it is that people gonna watch, and sometimes it's not something that you want to do. Like on Boss Life Online, when I started that what is it? Morning meditations on
Right.
Monday morning meditation, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday meditation. Do y'all think I really wanted to do that? No.
Mm-mm.
But I looked at the trending things and I said, well, I think I could do this. I don't mind making these types of videos because I have the software to do it. So
Mhm.
I decided to just try it. I said, I'm going to give myself 30 days. I'm going to make one from Monday through Friday. Not that I
Mhm.
really like that, but since I've been doing it, I'm glad I started because it really helps me get my day off.
Mhm.
Okay.
You're
And
right.
now people then started to come to them at first for the first 2 weeks. I was like, I'm just wasting my time. What is up with these people?
Yeah. Until now. Until
And then
now, it's working.
I said, I'm gonna keep doing it. And then I asked Marlene about it. She said, girl, people is expecting that. You shouldn't have started it if you went
Yeah.
through it.
One day she didn't put one up. I was mad.
And I said, okay, I'm gonna keep doing it. And I'm glad that I did, because now I changed my header to meditation and information.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay, for Boss Life Online. So, and then I have other things that's coming to Boss Life Online that people really like too, but I
Mhm.
got to just set it all up. So
Right.
maybe I have figured out, you see, what it is that people like. And sometimes it may not be what you like
Mhm.
or what you think should be on the channel.
And that's another thing, Jill. That's what I am learning about YouTube. We have to stop trying to do the things that we like. We have to go by what is being viewed. Because people tell you, if you go back and look in your analytics, they'll tell you, I
Right,
like this. And then you'd be like, nah, I don't really like doing that. But that's what your audience likes. So it's like
right.
you have to take your feelings out of it. We have to remember that YouTube is a business.
Right. Also, you can do what you like on your channel, but just do more of what your audience like.
Hmm.
That part,
Yeah.
because I still do what I like on Boss Life Online, but I'm doing more of what attracts
Hmm.
people. Okay, so once you find that out, then you'll be okay. And another thing is, you don't give up. Don't give
Yes.
up. Even if you have to take a week off and just lay down and don't worry about no YouTube or nothing, I'm gonna tell you right now before you take that week off, because people will forget about you in 2 days. Okay,
It will.
make you some premieres or something. It could be like if you're gonna take a week off, at least have 2 premieres. You know what I'm saying? That's going to take the place of you not being there. And some people they don't even come to their own premieres. They just let people come. So you don't even have to really be there if you didn't want to. But
Mhm.
I find that that's why I'm going to go back, start back going live on Boss Life Online, because I find that if people don't see my face, and I'm trying to make some videos where it's just easy and I ain't got to get dressed and put on no makeup and out. Child, please, that ain't working. I don't think it's going to
Mm.
work for you either, Marlene.
Huh? I tried it and I was mad.
We're going to have to do what we did that got us to where we are.
Hmm.
So I just made up my mind. I was going to call you and talk to you about that. But now that we online, might as well just say it out loud. We got to go back live, girl. Ain't
Go
no
back
way
and
you
do what we're supposed to do.
right. Ain't no way you cannot do Sunday talks. Okay, ain't no way because
She putting me on the spot, y'all, because I was thinking
people
about
ex,
canceling it. I
people
was gonna
expect
cancel it.
it. For what? When you got, oh, we forgot to tell them about our podcast.
Oh, you go ahead. I'm gonna give you uh, because you're the one that told me about it, so I'm gonna let you talk.
Well, I met a friend of mine. I interviewed Dr. Tina J. Ramsey and on Boss Life Online. If you guys have not seen that video, go over there and watch it. And after the interview, I asked her about this CTR media thing that she really does. I wanted to know more about it and go more into depth about it. And she told me that she did a podcast and this and that has to do with a podcast where she take your podcast and promote it for you. I was like, what? Ching, 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 ching. And I've always wanted to do a podcast, but was not sure I knew how to do it. And so she kept saying to me, but you already have content. You can repurpose your content. And I had to ask her, well, what is repurpose and what are you talking about? So after she explained it to me and I went over there and got that podcast going. And then I brought in Marlene and she got hers going. And we're on this CTR media stuff. If you want to be a member on my channel, you need to go over there and be a member right now because any interview I do with you is going on the podcast. So is Marlene's. So we started our own podcast just by repurposing the material or the interviews or whatever we're going to put on there on our channel. We ain't even got to be trying to get no what is it content for the
Content
podcast because we
because we
already
got
do.
hundreds of videos that we just need to repurpose.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and repurpose means that you take the video, and then if you have your intro in the front, you cut that out, and then you put your podcast intro on in the front of it, and then whatever else you don't want in that video, you cut it out, and then you make a podcast outro. Child, I was like, I can do that. I've been sitting here doing that all day long. Okay, and they pay. You
Mm-hmm.
can make money.
Mm-hmm. But you gotta also tell them this ain't no free thing.
No, no, it ain't free. It's free to start a podcast if you can find a company that do it.
Mm-hmm.
But for her stuff, it's going to cost you for her to advertise and all of that. You have to pay a monthly fee, but it is so
Right.
worth it because, baby, I'm finna blow up.
I'm gonna blow up, and I'm like, and I told her, I said, don't forget me when you when you get big time.
Who? You talking
You,
about me? Girl,
yes,
when I get big time, I'm gonna be the same Geo, talking the
I
same noise,
I know you
walking
gonna be,
the
but you say you ain't gonna change, but I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna change a little bit. I'm gonna have weave all the way down my back, long lashes.
but not me. Cause I'm really thinking about not wearing no more wigs and just going short.
No, but I'm just being honest.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get classier. I'm not gonna change who I am, but hey, y'all know I'm a little bougie. Y'all know
of
that
course she is.
I
She
am
is a little
bougie.
bougie
I can't
until she
lie.
came around me with my crazy self, and then I'd be like, Marlene, let's do this. Let's do that. And she ain't that bougie. Let me tell y'all. All right,
Oh
but
boy,
she
here we go.
is.
Tell all my business.
But she is bougie, but she's not bougie. She's a really good girl. She really is. And I love her to
Thank
death.
you.
And, we click.
Yeah, we
I'm
click.
this way and Marlene is that way,
Hmm.
you know.
We
So,
balance each other out very well.
right.
Hmm.
And we have
So
fun together.
and we have fun. So anybody have any questions in the audience? I'm gonna go over to YouTube here for a second so I can show all your channels before we close out.
Okay.
So if you want to say anything in the chat while I'm pulling this up, you feel free.
Oh. Well, I just want to thank everybody for coming out and supporting Marlene's channel, Life with Marlene. I think it's a great channel. She has some great vlogs about Florida, and I've been to Florida to meet Marlene. We had a great time. It's about time that I go back to Florida because I really like it. And this time, Marlene, we're getting us some chairs and sit out on the beach
Yes.
and think about nothing.
And think about nothing. I don't want to think about nothing. You don't even have to talk.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so this is Boss Life Online. This is her main channel where she has information and meditation. And tell everybody this is where you have your meditations every day, right?
Yeah, the meditation starts at 7. Well, it would be 7:45. My 8:45. You got Eastern time, and I usually have it within 45 minutes to an hour. So come on by in the morning times, and just sit and just think about anything. We talk about whatever we want to, or you don't have to say anything in the chat. Just come by and just give me a thumbs up. Stay for about 20-30 minutes.
Awesome. And it's very relaxing and calming. Just like you said, Gio, it's a great way to start your day off.
And I didn't even want to do it.
You didn't. So here's your second channel, Team Build with Gio. Tell them a little bit about this one as well.
Well, this is where I have the playlist team. I have a community lights team. We have a spotlight team. Uh, all these things are over at Team Build with Geo. So if you want to join our playlist team to get your playlist played, so you can go ahead and get monetized and get those coins, then you become a channel member for $1.99. And then hit me up in Instagram, Team Build with Geo. Let me know, and then I will give you the steps.
Okay. Now we're going to go to your third channel. Hold on one second. There we go.
Hey.
Is it shared? Okay.
Friends with super channels is all about my members. Oh, my members on Boss Life Online, my members on Team Build with Geo. And what I found out that works on this channel is when I started doing superpower interviews. This channel just took off when I started doing that.
It did.
Okay, so if you want to be on this channel and you want to be a part of the superpower interviews, and what it is, it's just you coming on there talking about your channel, just like I did today, but not this long. You just get 15.
Oh no, 10, 15 minutes.
The whole show is like 15 minutes. Okay, so I don't even hardly do no talking. You talk about your channel and put it out there. I put your link underneath it, and something up off of your about page, and then put it out there. I think the people love that thumbnail, and they love the name of this channel because so many people have. How did you come up with that? How did you do this? I don't know. I woke up one morning and I thought about it.
Well, I can tell you what I like. I like Matthew.
Lord have mercy. They don't even know who Matthew is. You have to tell them.
So Matthew is her what is it? Animated?
Yeah.
The animated guy, he got on a 3-piece suit. I was like, Matthew is sharp.
No, she don't. She say Matthew is fine.
Yeah, Matthew is fine. So
I say, Marlene, don't you know that's a carrot? That's an animated carrot.
Well, listen, some of us, that is the only way we're gonna fight.
But you know what though, Marlene? You're not the only one. It's a lot of girls like Matthew.
Listen, I already done told them. I told them I'm gonna fight them. Stay away from Matthew because Matthew is mine.
But anyway, guys, okay, Matthew is when I first started Friends with Super Channels. I did an animated video, and I didn't know if people was gonna like it or what, but I had the software for like 2 years, and I hadn't even used it. So I said, well, let me try it on YouTube. So when I did it, the first time I did it on Boss Life Online, and a lot of people liked it. So when the idea came to me for Friends with Super Channel, I did nothing but animated videos about your channel.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
now I'm doing superpower. I think the combination really works. That's why that channel, I didn't even do nothing on that channel other than do Matthew and a few
Mm-hmm.
superpower, and it just flew.
Yeah, look what Dawn put.
Matthew is a snack. God, you crazy.
Listen,
Anyway,
we have to be realistic. It's hard to find a good person out here in real life. So we have to go with what we can see, good, nice eye candy, and then we keep moving.
mhm. See, I told y'all the girl crazy. Okay, girl, I'm gonna pray up on me somebody. Okay, all right now. So the last one is Geo's vlogs.
Oh, Geo's vlogs. Okay, hold on. Let me pull that up.
Yeah, the last one is Geo's vlogs, and I really want people to know about it because I'm moving to my brand new apartment, and I'm gonna have a lot of videos coming up about that. And on Geo's vlogs, I had found it kind of hard to do content because I couldn't get out like I wanted to, and things like this to go out different places. But now that I'm moving to my own place, I'm going to have lots of videos.
There we
Plus, I
go.
live with my sister, and it's a lot of things you cannot do when you live with other folks.
Mm, say it
Y'all know
again.
what?
Say
Right.
it
So
again for those in the back.
it's a lot of things
Mm,
you cannot do when you live with other folks. Okay.
mm.
And when now that I'm getting my own place, I can cook when I want to. I can do just clean up video, whatever I want to do, you
Mhm.
know. And I love that. But here is Geo's vlogs, H Town, because I'm from Houston, Texas. And I have tons of videos on here about my life. So just go through each one, watch them all, leave me a thumbs up. And it's just about my life. And I hang out with my baby sister, Inette, all the time.
Mhm.
And she loves to be in the vlogs. And I'm trying to get her to do a channel, but I don't know.
Mhm.
Net just, I think she just likes being on the vlogs with me.
Yeah, I think she just like being on there with you.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay too.
But
Mhm.
anyway, so that's it. Those are all my channels until I come up with 3 or 4 more. But first, before I do that, I'm gonna get Boss Life Online off, and then
Yeah.
I'm gonna start finishing up my business plan.
Right. So everybody, that is Boss Life Online, Friends with Super Channels, Geo Vlogs, H Town, Team Build with Geo. She's all that, y'all. And I'm gonna let her say something, and then we're gonna end.
I'm gonna say, okay, well, guys, thank you so much for. First of all, thank you, Marlene, for asking me to be on your show. I really appreciate it. Uh, the words that I want to say to everybody is if you got a dream, go for it. Sometimes you have to sit down and write it out, but never give up. I look how many times I started Boss Life Online over, you know. No, I'm not perfect, you're not perfect, but please have something that's bigger. Your than I mean, I don't know how to say. I guess I should say make your dream bigger than whatever negative is telling you that you can't do it because you can. And then if you believe in some type of higher power, put that on the top. I'm telling you, you will make it. But you just have, when you wake up in the morning, when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I say to myself is, Geo, you are a precious child of God. You can do anything you want to do. You can go anywhere you want to go, and you can make any kind of money you want. You are worthy, and you are all that because you are a precious child of God. Okay, that's my thing. And I tell myself, I wake up with that. And then when I go to bed, I say, thank you, God, for another day. Just let me wake up tomorrow and I'll praise your name. I'm done.
I love that.
See,
I love that.
I beat it, went there and started preaching. Yeah.
That's what people need, though. We all need encouragement and inspiration. And thank you so much for being my friend and mentor and sister and everything wrapped into one.
You're so welcome.
Okay, guys, this has been the Gem Spotlight for Boss Life Online. We thank you all so much for coming. And if you have not connected to Boss Life Online's channel, please go ahead and do so.